Sexually transmitted diseases exploding in the senior citizen population here in Oklahoma. Reported cases more than quadrupling.
KOCO's Abigail Ogle is here. Abby, I know you've been looking into this new report just out.
Really interesting and a bit alarming, guys. Good evening to you. This report looks at CDC data from the last full decade. Tonight, we're talking with the state health department about this trend and a local expert about why these STD cases are skyrocketing.
It's really not a surprise. I mean, it's kind of disheartening, to be honest.
We spoke to the state health department about this report that looked at info from the CDC about increasing STD rates in seniors.
There is an increase in assisted living facilities or senior living centers.
From 2010 to 2019, older Oklahomans saw a 518% increase in chlamydia, 695% increase in gonorrhea, and a 136% increase in HIV in those 55 and older.
It's an awful big increase, but I think a couple of different things go into it.
Infectious disease expert Dr. David Chansholm with Integris said tests are now more accurate and more available. And he said that's not the only advancement in medicine to contribute to this trend.
We have made some great advancements in medicine that have been able to help people be more active sexually into their later years, whereas perhaps before they weren't.
Both Chansholm and William Andrews with the health department said seniors are less likely to use protection since they're not as worried about pregnancy.
Divorced, be widowed, and maybe encountering new sexual partners for the first time in a very long time, and have not had to really think about these issues before.
We asked Andrews what can be done to slow this trend.
Older adults also may not have received sexual health information or may be more reluctant to talk about it with their physician. No different than anything else than talking to your doctor about a sprained ankle. People need to be comfortable talking to their healthcare providers about their sexual health.
Important to note here, even though OSDH says they are seeing more cases at senior homes, it's a problem everywhere, not just within those facilities. Also, experts, of course, are concerned about all STD trends, but they say some are easily treatable, but others like HIV and syphilis are much more serious.